What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a return to subscribe as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a story right here. You got to see to believe. Now, I seen this story yesterday, and I didn't have time to get into it. But trust me, this video right here will be a lot different than the one I did yesterday. This story right here is about a home invasion, if you want to call it that, out of Northfield County, Michigan, right? In which 2 people lost their lives, but 3 people were shot. The people, they're not pictured. Jennifer Lynn Bernhardt, 48 years old. She was a daughter. Her father, Stevie Ray Smith, he aged 74. Both of them are deceased. A third person, Jeffrey Allen Bernhardt, age 52, survived when he ran out of the house during the home invasion. He was 52 years old. He ran and got to a neighbor's house and got a cell phone because, called for help because they took his cell phone. Now watch this. I don't have the pictures of the people, right? These are the people that did it. 2 of the 3. Now, these people that you see up here right now, the woman's name is Siobhan Vincent, age 42, from Ypsilanti County. What is it? Ypsilanti? She's 42, and this guy with her is Gregory Callahan, age 37. A third person, Keith Finley, decided he didn't want to come and show up at court for the arraignment. How that's possible, we'll get to that too. How you just decide you ain't going to the courtroom after help murder 2 people and a third one clinging to life. Now, the reason why all this stuff is going on, guys, get this. The people that I named that are in this house right here that you see up here in Northfield County adopted 2 children belonging to Miss Finley, who has a crazy criminal past. Buck wild, Juggernaut 1000%. And I told you before, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. I'm going to stop with trying to talk about this. Take a look at this, because they ran in the house, killed these people, took her kids back on New Year's Day around 8:30 p.m. at night, and got busted in Ypsilanti, or whatever, I can't remember how to say it, Ypsilanti, with the children hours after. And now they're in court and all this other stuff, which I'll show you later on. But let's show the videos of how we first got here.
It's a case of unbelievable violence. 2 adults killed, 2 children kidnapped. Good evening, everybody. I'm Roop Raj.
And I'm Taryn Asher. The children were being fostered inside a Washtenaw County home when all hell broke loose. Fox 2's Dave Kinchin is live now with a closer look at what happened. Dave, break this down for us.
Yeah, this is an absolute tragedy that has shocked people in Northfield Township and stretches all the way to 2 streets in Ypsilanti. A lot of people shaking their head in shock and grief tonight.
The police were here for quite a while, so it was wild.
Liz is still thinking through her startling start to the new year after seeing police rescue one of 2 abducted young children from Raleigh Court in Ypsilanti, according to multiple police sources.
And I looked out and there were like 3 or 4 police cars, and I saw somebody like being taken away in handcuffs.
Sources say the other child was rescued about 2 minutes away on Lexington Parkway near Rambling Road, also in Ypsilanti. Their ages are 7 and 4, and we're told they're not related. Cops say both of them were taken from this home on Noller Bend Drive in Northfield Township, which served as a foster home for one of the kids. Cops are calling it a violent confrontation that led to the abductors allegedly shooting and killing 2 adults in the home and critically wounding a third, all around 8:30 p.m. New Year's Day.
Just strange. You know, we don't have those kind of things happen here.
When they got to the house, police say they found 74-year-old Stevie Ray Smith and 48-year-old Jennifer Lynn Bernhardt, both of Northfield Township, dead. Investigators say her husband, 52-year-old Jeffrey Bernhardt, was badly hurt and hospitalized in stable condition. Fox 2 has learned he's an assistant director for the VA Ann Arbor healthcare system.
Saddens me is for humanity. If those people were taking care of foster kids and this can happen, I mean,
Investigative sources say the shooting is related to a child custody dispute, but we're working to confirm the specifics. This much is clear about the children.
They're healthy and they're safe.
And neighbors will be unnerved for quite some time.
I don't understand what happened. That's what I mean. I don't even know why they did it.
Well, we know 3 people were arrested. We understand charges are forthcoming. We do know the VA put out a statement regarding Jeffrey Bernhard, the assistant director there, saying that they are certainly aware of this tragedy. They are absolutely devastated and thinking about his family tonight. We understand that the Bernhard family is very well respected in the area and did a lot to help the community, including taking in at least one of these children as part of this foster home. But again, there's obviously still many questions about this, the exact nature of this custody dispute. How long was it going on? What were some of the past issues related to this? We're still trying to dig into all of that, and we will keep following up that end of it. For now, reporting live in Washtenaw County, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, it sounds like really the big questions are behind those 3 individuals who abducted those kids who are not related, but yet related to one of the children. Very confusing, but do we know how police were able to track down those suspects, how far away they were from the home at the time, and the circumstances surrounding that?
Yeah, apparently there were some witnesses that really helped to try to piece some of this together. We still don't know all of that in terms of how they were able to track them from really Northfield Township to Ypsilanti in 2 locations, about 2 minutes apart from each other in Ypsilanti. We do know that state police, they were involved in this. Ann Arbor police were involved in this, so it was really tight coordination with multiple law enforcement agencies helping out.
All right, well, definitely more to come on this, but thank you right now for that update.
We begin tonight with the latest on that deadly triple shooting and double child abduction. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. 3 suspects are now in custody for the home invasion that happened overnight in Washtenaw County. A woman and her father shot and killed in their Northfield Township home. The woman's husband injured. 2 little girls seeing the nightmare unfold before they were kidnapped. And thankfully, those children have since been located in Ypsilanti Township and are now safe.
Well, tonight we are hearing from a relative of the 2 killed. He says his sister and her husband were foster parents. Their father, Steve, who was living with them and was also killed, was a pastor with a huge heart.
I will miss him tremendously. He was a great dad. He communicated his love for his family, both in words and in deeds. And Jenny lived to do the same as well.
The cause of the shooting remains under investigation.
Now, this incident shocking many Metro Detroiters, especially the Ypsilanti Township neighbors who witnessed the dramatic moments when the suspects were taken into custody and the kidnapped girls were rescued.
One of those girls believed to be the daughter of the victims, and the other little girl, a child that they were fostering, a biological child that belonged to one of the suspects. They are sharing their experiences tonight with 7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham.
It was a night of confusion for residents here on Rowley Court as police swarmed the area. They say officers were looking into vehicles and knocking on doors, leaving many residents curious about what the police response stemmed from and saddened once they found out.
My kids was looking out the window. I guess it was a weird person walking past, smoking the cigarette, kept on walking back and forth, circling around the house. So my kids was like, Dad, they're getting closer, they getting closer. So about time that they said they getting closer, I came to look. They must have ran or something, but it was cop cars surrounding the whole area right here.
Wednesday evening, Rowley Court residents say police lights lit up the neighborhood, drawing them to their windows.
It was pretty intense.
Kim Cook says she had her husband turn on a police scanner to find out what was going on.
Metro East with a BOL in relation to the shooting just occurred in Northfield Township. We are pinging the male victim's phone that is believed to be taken by the suspects. It is pinging in the area of Berkshire and Sheffield in Superior Township.
A double homicide and the abduction of 2 children from a home in Northfield Township led police to Ypsilanti Township, about 20 miles away.
Can we try and get pictures or descriptions of the children that were taken?
Police approached a parked vehicle and arrested several people inside, 2 men and 1 woman.
The suspects in the car, yeah. So, and then they got the child out, and there was 2 dogs, and then they escorted them over here to the police car.
But we're told officers continue to look into other vehicles, trying to locate the other child. That led them here to the 1200 block of Lexington Parkway, a half-mile away. What are the suspect's connections to the children?
No, at least that the female suspect had a parental relationship with one of the children.
I spoke with several members of the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office. They say after the arrest and recovery of the first child, officers found the second child safe and sound at the Lexington location. We stopped by that house. A young man came to the door and closed the door when I asked about the incident.
It is, extremely impressive that our deputies were able to locate and get the subjects into custody to prevent any further tragedy.
In Ypsilanti Township, Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.
Guys, that's the story, and it's Ypsilanti, not Ypsilanti, it's Ypsilanti Township. My bad. Shout out Ypsilanti. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Look at the charges these people are faced with. These 3 people, where one of them felt as though he ain't got to come to the courtroom and show his goddamn face. 2 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of assault with intent to murder, 2 counts of homicide, 1 count of home invasion, conspiracy, and weapons charges. Now, they say this stemmed back from a foster care legal battle that started in 2018. Both of these children are under the age of 10. They both was abducted from the house where they came in there guns blazing and took these children while taking the lives of people that was helping the children. Now, I want to get back to this Keith Finley thing. Now, both of these people were in court, and I'm going to show you what happened in court today. The dude Keith Finley didn't show up. It cracks me up how a criminal decides that they're not going to face the judge and they're going to sit in their cell after doing some of the most heinous shit. That right there cracks me up. Where did they get that right? You just killed people. You need to be standing in front of a judge and be held accountable just like everybody else. Get a parking ticket or something like that and say, I don't feel like coming to court. They're not going to send you a bill saying, hey, this is how much you owe. They're going to put a warrant out and lock you up and make you stand in front of a judge. Why they don't let these people do this that commit murders and stuff? Y'all ever think about that? Regular citizens got it harder than hardened criminals that commit some of the worst crimes. He deciding he ain't going to come. Make it make sense. I'm going to get off of that. This woman right here, Siobhan Vincent, 42 years old. Gregory Callahan, 37. Keith Finley, they don't say his name, they don't say his age, but he got to be up there too. These people you would think have a lick of sense. If you got a problem and you want your kids and you going all off and all this stuff, say, running up to somebody's house and blazing it up and killing people to take your kids out of their home is not the right way to go about it. Now I'm going to show you something. This goes back to what I said before. A lot of these people that do this shit, they have this I don't give a fuck attitude and they act out like children, like the children that they are. Yet they have children. They was in court during the opening statements. Gregory Callahan and Siobhan Vincent are going to be seen on the camera because they're on TV court and you'll see them. Siobhan Vincent goes off. Listen to what she says, and we're going to come back and talk about it. And I want you to watch Gregory Callahan, and he don't know her actions got him in even more trouble. Take a look.
So she should not be someone that's allowed into the community. So we're asking for a high cash or surety bond on each of those cases. Thank you.
I don't care for my kids. Them and y'all. Miss Benson, I'm telling you that now. They and y'all say I had my child around a death because I
Miss Benson, we discussed you're keeping your silence.
I don't let neither one of them kids. So stop mother deserve to die. My kids. Come on. I'm here out of here. I'm done, bro. Like I said, them off. They on my baby. I'm not the motherfucker that need to be in jail. They need to be in the motherfucker me. You'll see, because you'll have all the recordings. Them dead motherfuckers.
Pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 6.16.
They assaulted my motherfucking child. And anybody else who do that, Please. And what? Come up.
Chief, thank you.
Let me out.
Pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 6.106 at B1, and I'm sorry, Mr. White.
Seen that? I told you before, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. This woman right here, Siobhan Benson, age 42, is no different. Species name, first one of the new year. Juggernautus Boogeymanus, the kidnapping type. She'll enter the house, the front of the crib, grab up her kids, bullets hitting everybody, cracking your ribs. Oh my God. She shot the people up that was holding on to her kids because she wasn't fit enough to keep them. Said this been going on since 2018, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. What I just did was corny and I'll never do it again, so don't ask. But anyway, listen, look at this. Benson's previous criminal history includes a drug possession charge, which she pleaded guilty to, and a February 2024 case when she racked up 13 charges, the majority of them involving weapons. She ultimately pled guilty in June that year, which was last year, to carrying a concealed weapon. All of the charges were dismissed. Court records show that's because she pled guilty to the big charge and they threw the other ones away. See how they give you a break? They just want something done and they'll throw all the other stuff away. Forget what you did before. Look at this. They said Vincent racked up, now this is the girl. Vincent racked up even more charges after she spit on an officer during her apprehension, threatening to kill officers, attempting to grab a weapon. Reisner said she was additionally charged with 4 counts of resisting or obstructing a police officer, meaning when they caught her. Did you hear what the neighbor said? The kids looking out the window, these people running and hiding around their house trying to run from the police. Here's something else that's crazy about this shit. The car they drove up in there with was stolen. The car they found the one kid in. The other kid was found in that house in Ypsilanti. Makes no sense. Look at the way the world is. Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. How can any man build with a woman that acts like a man? Got this guy, I don't know if he's the baby's dad, the one pictured. I don't know if it got him to go along with it. Think about that. You ain't living right. Got an idiot simp following behind you. They your kids, you the mastermind. Let's go up there and ride. All right, baby, here I go. Nose right up your ass, following right behind you. Crazy. It's crazy how people can get themselves mixed up to where somebody can take them right to the hellfire. Now ride shotgun happily along with them. Now you seen her bring up this thing. Oh, they was touching my kids. Well, we won't know that now because you shot them the fuck up. Now they don't have a chance to defend themselves. So what you say, the court ain't even gonna pay attention. All they gonna pay attention is you went up there where these people was at and shot them and they was helping you by raising the kids your dumb ass should have been raising. That's the thing. You're getting mad at the after effect of something that you done that put you in this position. Where we at as people? Flying backwards. Flying backwards. But don't nobody want to talk about this. This is the problem we have out here. And it needs to be addressed. We need to rip the Band-Aid off of this shit and pour all the alcohol on it. Man, this is crazy. For all you know, for all any of us know, it could have also been motivated by the fact that these people was nice and being nice to her children, and it made her feel less than. You know, sometimes people get jealous if, you know, you, especially like guys, that's the only thing I can really equate this to. A guy have a baby by a girl, then she'll meet a guy. The guy might be well off more than you, and your kid might brag and talk about this guy and like him. Instead of you embracing the fact that your son or daughter is happy, you start hating the guy, and all of a sudden, it turns into something else. It might be one of them things. We don't know. But what's messed up is these people are dead. You know what I'm saying? And they took in these kids, these white folks. Whitey then took the kids in. Took the kids in. And here you come killing them. Was it a hate crime? Where we at? Where BLM in this? Seriously. Where we stand on this? This is sickening. And it's sad. Anybody that adopts children for the right reasons, and for all I know, these people adopt them for the right reason. I'm not going to stick to anything she said, because she looked like a fool in court. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up. You went up there guns blazing to steal your kids from a place that they've been sat at because you wasn't doing your job as a mom, or your baby's dad wasn't doing his job. Y'all couldn't put your differences aside and sacrifice self to build a better future for your children. Then when somebody else does it, you hate them, and all of a sudden they got to die. That's bullshit. Both of these people, in fact, all three of these people need to be put to the sword right now. If you look at that symbol of justice with the dumbass thing on there and the scales of justice, the other hand got a sword in it. Start fucking using it. Start using it. People are running around here, grown-ass kids throwing tantrum, and people are losing their lives that are trying to help. Said the guy was a minister or something, a pastor or something. Go figure. Seriously, go figure. Shit is all fucked up, man. And it's sad because the children had to see that. See, you got all this violence and dumb shit in your head. Now you spread it on your children by showing them this how you handle conflict, how you think that affects them growing up. The cycle continues. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Yeah, and one more thing too. Did you see how she was acting in court? Did you see her with her hands? Such and such, this and that. F them niggas, F them dead motherfuckers. Stupid shit. Black dude been locked up before, you can tell. He know to keep his dumb ass mouth shut. He's sitting there like a scared puppy. She acting a fucking fool. You know why? Because the first time she was getting locked up, they was letting her off the hook. So she thinks she understand what the justice system is. You seen the white folks standing there? That's their game. That's what they play. And you run up in there trying to rep the streets and shit when they got your dumb ass in there in the first place. They don't care about that. It's up to them. Listen, I felt like shit when I was in my sentencing, and it went through my head. I said, I feel dumb because as smart as I am as a human being and a father, I know I shouldn't be here, but what's worse is having strangers decide how much time I'm going to do for a crime I shouldn't have did, and my life is in their hands, and I fit the narrative of a fucking stereotype. If that's not the ultimate self-play out, I don't know what is. I learned from it. A lot of other people need to do too, because this is bullshit.